Well, we get in trouble. We get in a lot of trouble for comedy. I'm so glad we have a great audience here tonight for an R-rated comedy show. Because usually when we have an R-rated or dirty comedy show, people that don't show up want to talk down to you like, oh, we're not coming to that. They do that shit. Which is pretty fucking annoying. It's like, oh, we will not be coming to that. We're going to go down the street and have a drink at Rib Call. You know, they usually do that shit to me. And usually what I've noticed, people who like dirty comedy, who like this sort of thing, I've noticed they're usually attractive and intelligent. So we got a really hot, smart crowd out here tonight. Because, God, I catch the shit from people like crazy. They come up, one week a lady called me a vulgarian. Does it really retain insult if you don't know what it means? I mean, I had to look it up. She's like, you're just a common vulgarian. So I get on my phone, look it up. It means a vulgar, unrefined person. I'm like, holy shit, that is me, man. I like that. Vulgarian, it sounds like a superhero, you know? It's like, Don the Vulgarian. It's like I come into your party when it gets a little churchy, like, oh, our party's gotten kind of lame. Call in Don the Vulgarian. Hey, who here has a smelly vagina? Let's talk about butt fucking. Don the Vulgarian, I love it. But Gina, does it really retain insult? Because I didn't know what vulgarian meant when she said it, but I knew it was an insult. You know, because like when I got married and all my mom's friends, all my churchy mom friends sent me like notes and cards, and they'd put like Psalms in it or something from the Bible, and then you'd look up the Bible verse and realize they're giving you shit. And I'm like, why can't you just write that in the card? Like, just here because I know your mom, it won't last, I've never liked you. Why can't you just do that and throw $20 in it? Saves me the time to look it up. So I had to look up vulgarian. Does it really retain insult? Because I knew when she called me that, it was an insult just by the way she said it, because she had that little Lutheran in her hip, you know, like, oh, you're just a common vulgarian. So I didn't know how to respond, so I just called her a cunt. I venture to say she won't need to look that one up. I saw a few ladies in his audience recoil when I said the word cunt. And I apologize to any of you if you're upset by this word, but I don't think you should be. Because I think this word should not be offensive anymore. I've really only called a woman that word to her face once. It was when I was younger. I did a comedy show, and this girl came up to me afterwards and wanted to tell me what a bitch my mom was. And I didn't want to call her the C word, but I felt like I had to. Because the 10 Commandments say, honor thy mother. So it was God's law. I had to trump card her with the C word there. So she comes up, she goes, I had your mother's a teacher in high school, and she was such a fucking bitch. I'm like, go to hell, you. Hit her with a C word. Her boyfriend gets in my face going, Jews called my girlfriend up. Yeah? Say you're sorry right now, say you're sorry. I'm sorry your girlfriend's a cunt. But a lot of thought about this word. We should make it non-offensive. Why do women let this word have power over them anymore? With all you ladies here tonight, never let that word have power over you again. Because I had a friend who just broke up with her boyfriend. And he was a bad guy. He used to cheat on her, beat her up, steal all her money. She's like, oh my God, I broke up with my boyfriend. I'm like, oh, that's good. That's the guy who used to beat you up. Yes, but he was having a tough time. I stuck with him through that. He stole your money. Yes, but he needed it. Yeah, he cheated on you. He was lonely. I was working 2 jobs to support him. So what happened? He called me the C word. Oh, so that was the cunt that broke the camel's back? You know, I had to say it. You know, I'm like thinking, that was what was it? All you women here tonight, no longer. Don't ever let that word have power over you again. With all you women here tonight, C word, no longer offensive. It's gone. We're going to make another word offensive in its place. From now on, the word appetizers is offensive, henceforth known as the A word. So when you guys go off to Bennigan's or Applebee's tomorrow, the waitress walks up, hi, welcome to Applebee's. Would you like to start off with an appetizer? How dare you say the A word in front of my kids, you cunt, and cycle out real quick. One night, my wife saw a bachelorette party out once, and she said, what a bunch of cunts. And I go, Megan, I don't think that's appropriate. She goes, why? They are, because, you know, bachorette parties are annoying. Like, oh my God, play some Nickelback. Oh my God, suck for a buck. Oh my God. They're all in matching shirts. You know, they come up to you. Give me $10. For what? I want to raise money for her honeymoon. I don't even know you. You cheap motherfucker. I don't even know you. I have no idea who she is. Give me $10. And then they always say something. It's always the married one that wants to talk shit. Like, you couldn't handle all this. It's like, what couldn't I handle? What, do I have to have a thumb war with your clit before I can fuck you? What? Is your vagina a Rubik's Cube I have to solve before I can enter? I mean, what couldn't I handle? I know I couldn't handle it. You blowing, smearing off ice breath in my face while I'm trying to fuck you with that voice? God, oh my God! I have to roll you over in your back and work up your fatty back like a climbing wall at a kinder gym while I'm trying to nut up the back of the crack of your ass? Yeah, that's what I couldn't handle. So my wife says, what a bunch of cunts. And I'm like, Megan, I know they are that, but I don't think that's a proper plural term for more than one, you know? I don't think you just add the S. If there's any English majors in here with a specification in vulgar language and slang terms in America that would know the proper plural term for more than one, please pray tell, because we've got to be able to classify this when we see a bachelorette party. Is it like cuntai? Or is it you have one cunt, you have many cunt, like deer? Or is it like a gaggle of keent, like geese? See, if I ever meet the Queen of England, I'm gonna have to ask her. Oh, welcome to United Kingdom, Mr. Donzilla man, Mr. Lizard Boy, whatever. Ah, yes, welcome to United Kingdom. Yeah, just one question for you, Your Majesty. Oh, anything, Mr. Donzilla man. Yeah, what's the proper plural term for more than one cunt? Oh, interesting query, Dawn. I've only known one cunt, and she died while sucking Tootie's cock in a tunnel in France with a paparazzi chased. Yes, the uppity bitch dodged all those landmines, but no, not the paparazzi. Okay, what if she had a bachelorette party with you? Oh, I believe you'd call it a flock of keent. Yes, flock of keent. I like it, flock of keent. Sounds like a British pop band. Hello, we're flock of keent. Yeah. There's other words you can't say in comedy. If I said the N-word tonight, I would be considered a racist, even though I'm not racist. This is how political correctness works in America. Somebody could say the wrong thing but be politically correct and be okay. I could say the right thing and be politically incorrect, and I'd get the trouble. I'll give you an example. I live in a diverse neighborhood in Waterloo, Iowa. And one of my neighbors did say this once. He goes, well, there was a African-American family that moved in down the street with a younger son, my daughter's age, and I'm just not comfortable with that. That's wrong, but he said African-American, so everybody said, oh, I can see his point. Now, if I came back and said, what are you talking about? That's awesome. I love it when niggers move into the neighborhood. I'm the asshole. I love it when people get where I'm going with this, but if you say the N-word in America, you're automatically considered a racist. And I love when people come up to me like, I voted for Obama and I've never ever called a black man the N-word in my life. What, neighbor? Fucking get over yourself, all right? But if I say the N-word, I'm racist. Even people in the back say, well, I get his point, but that's racist. You don't say the N-word. A lot of people don't know where the N-word comes from. In the old days, the Irish settlers could not pronounce the word Negro, so it came out nigger. So if you're black and somebody says that word, you really shouldn't get mad because people can't help it, they're Irish. But it's all based on context. If I say the N-word, I'm an asshole. But if that cute girl with the cleavage in the front row walks up to a black guy later and says, ooh, yummy, I want to suck your big fat nigger cock all night, trust me, he ain't gonna be pissed at you. It's okay, you're way too thin to go after black men, so don't worry.